Happy Safer Internet Week, everyone, and welcome to the PTA leaders who have joined this kickoff session. We are here live on Facebook tonight, and we are so excited to talk to you about all the great things that are happening this week. My name is Carrie Neal, and I am the National PTA's Connected Ambassador. National PTA has launched this week's event to support families in having important and necessary conversations about digital safety, citizenship, and well-being. And as a mom to 3 girls, ages 13, 10, and 8, you can imagine these topics are front and center in my mind and my household. I'm honored to learn right alongside of you, so let's get started. I'm pleased to first introduce Larry Magid, technology journalist and internet safety advocate, and the CEO and co-founder of ConnectSafely.org, the organization that leads Safer Internet Day in the United States. We are so happy to have you here, Larry. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's a great pleasure. Carrie, if you don't mind unsharing your screen, I can share mine so I can share the website with folks. There we go. So let me just take 1 second here and see if I can get this to work. And hopefully you can see my screen. ConnectSafely is proud to be the U.S. host of Safer Internet Day. We've been doing this since 2014. It originated in Europe in 2004 and now is celebrated in far more than 100 countries around the world. Normally, we have big events with PTA where hundreds of students come at a big auditorium event, and then we have an evening event for families. But this year, as last, we're doing it all virtually. And with the exception of our kickoff event last night and this event tonight, all the events that we're doing are asynchronous, which means they're videos that you can watch in schools or homes. And we have separate programs for families and others for schools anytime during the week. And we're actually calling it Safer Internet Week. So if you can see the website, this is our Safer Internet Day USA website. We click on Get Involved. That brings up our program for schools and our program for parents and families. And as you can see, we have executives from Instagram and TikTok, youth activists talking about stopping bullying, executives from Discord, from a metaverse expert, a virtual reality expert, the head of the Cyberbullying Research Center, experts on hate speech and bias, a senior executive at Instagram. And then for our parent community, we have Roblox, Instagram, Discord, author Rosalind Wiseman, who wrote the book on which Mean Girls is based. We have Mark Brackett, the head of the Yale Center for Emotional Intelligence, how to protect your kids on cyberbullying, more on the metaverse, even seniors in technology with the head of Senior Planet, pediatrician Michael Rich, more on hate speech, news literacy, digital wellness, and helping kids develop happy, healthy tech habits. So it's a very thorough program. And again, it's all asynchronous. You can download it all at sidusa.org. That's S as in Sam, ID, USA.org. So that's the Connect Safely program for this year.
Thanks so much, Larry. There's so much great information on there. I'm definitely going to have to go and check that out. There are a couple of things there that I realize I do not know as much about it as I should. And National PTA, I know, is proud to support Connect Safely and all the goals of Safer Internet Day. And so it's my turn here to talk a little bit about what our goals for this week. And those are really to create virtual experiences that inform PTA leaders about all that National PTA is doing during this week and also beyond. We're here to educate parents and caregivers about how to help kids thrive in an online world and have the smart talk, and also to facilitate peer-to-peer learning and discussion among kids ages 13 plus, and to offer information that is timely, relevant, and important, most importantly, accessible to all of our families. And then throughout this week, National PTA will be hosting 4 digital safety educational experiences. You can find all the additional details and registration links for all of these free events at pta.org/saferinternet. So we're already at the one for tonight, which is the kickoff. We're so glad you guys are here. Tomorrow night on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, National PTA will host the Safer Internet Day Raising Kids to Thrive in an Online World event, where the focus will be helping families to prepare their kids to be successful in a digital world, how having the smart talk can help families talk and agree to online behaviors and perimeters with their kids. And that event will be taking place over Zoom. And then on Wednesday, February 9th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be having a student panel called How Teens Create Digital Spaces for Belonging, which is sponsored by Discord. Discord's teen moderators will share with teenagers and their parents and caregivers on how they create space to share their authentic selves, how they support each other online, and how they protect their digital well-being. And make sure to go right to that PTA website because this will be held over Discord server. And then on Thursday, February 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we have an event sponsored by TikTok called the Stop, Think, Decide Act, Navigating Important Conversations About Online Safety event, which will focus on the audience for caregivers of teens. And we're going to talk about strategies and resources to support them and having ongoing conversations together about online safety and citizenship. And really what we need help with is spreading the word about Safer Internet Week. Please reach out to your friends and family and tell them about this week's amazing list of free events. We've also created a Safer Internet Week promotional toolkit that will help you spread the word. It includes social media posts, graphics to share online, and a sample newsletter blurb. And don't forget to register for all those events at pta.org/saferinternet. And now, Larry, did you want to share what ConnectSafely has to help PTAs promote these opportunities locally? Oh, I think you might still be on mute.
Sorry about that. If you go to the Safer Internet Day site, you can get it through ConnectSafely site or sidusa.org or saferinternetday.us. You can find up in the nav bar, the upper corner, an area for promotions and media. And so you get our press release, but more important, you get our social media promotion page, which gives you all of the URLs, all of the graphics you can add to your Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram posts. So we do encourage folks to tweet out the content. If there's a particular video that you like, you can tweet that out or share that on Instagram and Facebook as well. But again, it's all at sidusa.org.
Thanks, Larry. I appreciate that. National PTA has advocated for and supported digital well-being, online safety, and digital citizenship for the last several years. It's actually one of our association's key focus areas. We know that keeping our kids safe and responsible online, we have to continue to have conversations with them about when and how to use their devices, ways to keep themselves and others safe, and what digital citizenship means and how they're representing themselves online. And as part of our PTA Connected initiative, we've developed resources that PTA leaders can use right in their school communities to educate families and students about online safety. These resources are relevant and accessible and inclusive to all families, and they're designed to be executed in person and virtually. We've also created some self-paced versions so families who can't participate in live events can still have access. I know sometimes it's hard during dinner and bedtimes to get to all the events that we'd like to, so I appreciate that option as well. We've also designed our resources for PTA leaders so that any volunteer can deliver the education to families without needing to feel like they're a technology expert themselves. I'm really excited to share the two updated PTA Connected programs that are debuting this spring. The Smart Talk program has been updated with a whole new agenda, education, activities, and talking points. And Paige Hansen from Norton Lifelock will be discussing this more with you shortly. And then our PTA Connected program with TikTok is being called Create with Kindness. That's also been updated with a whole new agenda, education, activities, and talking points. And both of those programs will help us to teach the importance of being safe, responsible, and smart online, and what families can do to help their teen navigate their online experiences. And it will also help to facilitate peer student panels where we create some safe spaces for kids to talk about their online experiences. We'll also learn about TikTok's family sharing features, and it will give families the opportunity to discuss their online experiences, behaviors, and expectations. And you can learn more about those programs at pta.org/connected. And now I'm pleased to introduce Paige Hansen, who is a cybersecurity education chief at Norton Lifelock, who's going to talk more about Norton Lifelock's support of our PTA Connected initiative over these years. And she will also talk to the updated and enhanced Smart Talk tool.
Well, thanks, Carrie. Thanks so much. I'm really excited to be here with you guys celebrating Safer Internet Day. I'm even more excited about this revamped Smart Talk tool that will debut in March. So Norton has been a longtime supporter and partner of National PTA. As a global leader in cybersecurity safety, Norton's partnership with National PTA demonstrates our commitment to helping, protecting, and empower children and families to live their digital lives safely. In addition to being a founding and presenting sponsor of PTA Connected, the best example of partnership is the free, fun, interactive Smart Talk tool. The tool was co-created by National PTA in Norton 6 years ago to educate families about the importance of being safe, responsible, and smart online, and help families have an open door to having a productive conversation about digital safety, wellness, and responsibility. Last year, Norton invested $1 million to update the Smart Talk. This was our largest one-time grant, and we focused on updates in 4 key areas: equity, technical content, user experience, and research. A little bit more on the equity piece. Norton and National PTA share a commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion in everything that we do. In support of that commitment, we dedicated resources to help us ensure the Smart Talk was relevant and helpful to families spanning many different backgrounds and languages. This fall, National PTA conducted important research funded by Norton and families from typically underrepresented communities to make the Smart Talk tool more accessible, relevant, and inclusive for all families. The technical updates are some of my personal favorites. When we made the Smart Talk tool 6 years ago, TikTok didn't exist. So we had digital safety experts comb through the existing tool, and now we're addressing more on cyberbullying, privacy concerns, and topics relevant to today's tech consumers. We also focus on the user experience, making the tool easier for the families to use. So you can actually save your work now and then come back when it's convenient and discuss one topic at a time if you want to. We also updated the look and feel, and we also have content for different aged audiences. So one example is the talk before the Smart Talk. And that's a family worksheet that helps families think through their online values and decide together what behaviors are okay and not okay to do online. Finally, we are focused on expanding our reach and impact to serve more families than ever. So in the past years, we've roughly reached about 25 PTAs a year. And today we're employing this train the trainer approach. And this is providing materials, both materials and tech support to PTAs across the country so they can run the Smart Talk conversation training themselves. So we're on track to be able to reach approximately 180 local PTAs over the next 2 school years. And each PTA also receives $1,000 Smart Talk grant. As a result of all that I've just discussed, the current tool has undergone a major overhaul, and we're so excited for it to launch next month in March. So in closing, as the Chief of Cyber Safety Education, I couldn't leave without giving you just a couple tips to use while you're using the internet. So as PTA leaders, these are digestible tools that you can just share out. So my first tip would be when you're on an online account, it's important for us to use different usernames and passwords for each account. I know it seems really overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be, because you can also use what's called a password manager. This stores all of your passwords so you don't have to remember them. And speaking of passwords, enable 2-factor authentication. Sometimes you hear MFA or 2FA, but this is an extra layer to your online account. That's why if somebody gets a hold of your password, there needs to be a second layer of authentication to know it's you. It usually comes in the form of a text message or email, a secondary code, to then get access into your account. Using both of these tips in combination will keep you more cyber safe. Thank you very much. And Carrie, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Paige. I appreciate it. I'm going to have to go back and take a look at some of my passwords, make sure that they are safe. I appreciate you being here tonight and for your support over the years of our digital family programming. National PTA has been able to do so much over the past 6 years, thanks to your generous support from Norton Lifelock. And thanks again to Larry for being here to kick off our Safer Internet Week, and to ConnectSafely for spearheading such an important week. And this concludes our session, everyone. I hope you are as excited as I am about this week, this program, and all the events and resources National PTA and our partners have provided. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.